Kicks 105.5 WKXH. Good morning, I'm JJ. It is Wednesday, June 29th at 7:50 and 58 degrees outside. And speaking of Barrett Insurance Agency, we have Mike Barrett here with us this morning. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Refreshed and back from vacation, so.
Oh, so you went to Dunkin's and got a refresher?
Yeah, I should have, right? I probably need a case of those right now. Yeah, no, we took my 1 week vacation last week, and so day 2 back in action, working on getting my brain back in work mode, which is not always easy. So
No, it isn't.
no.
I get 1 day off a week, and it takes me half a week to get back to where I was when I left.
Don't ever take a week vacation. It'll take you a couple of months. So
Lord, yeah. So obviously we're talking insurance.
we are. So I did not know this until midday yesterday, but yesterday was National Insurance Awareness Day. What a great holiday, right? It's
Why
exciting.
should you be aware about
I was
insurance?
so upset. There were no parades, no fireworks, no celebratory events for National Insurance Awareness Day, which is appropriate for that kind of a day.
Not
But
even a banner.
nothing, not even a thing. Shame on me. But what that prompted in my head was, sometimes it's just nice to talk about things in general. When we're in here on Wednesdays, we're talking specific things quite often, but sometimes it's worth just talking in the grand scheme of things, an upper level discussion or high level discussion. So with the National Insurance Awareness Day yesterday, it got me thinking, many people, including myself, I'm known for saying this very often, is that insurance is really a necessary evil. Is it really evil? Well, it can be. And there's people out there going, don't you dare say it's not. It's evil. But there's ways to make insurance a necessary thing for you that's not so evil. And that is, take your time in picking and choosing the coverage that makes sense for you. One of the things that really comes to mind is that, when you're looking at acquiring insurance, you don't put a lot of thought into the coverage necessarily. You're really more concerned about what? The cost. What am I paying versus what are you quoting me, or what I'm quoting, getting for quotes. So a lot of times you start to not really put a lot of thought into the various options that are available that could benefit you. So you might find it's only $30 or $40 more a year to have comprehensive coverage on your car. You could find that you could save $500 to $600 by going to a higher deductible on your home. There's so many variables at play here. The time, and I say it all the time, those commercials that you were on that are way outdated and I need to redo. But the worst time to find out how good your insurance is when a loss occurs. What that really is saying is that you when you're buying insurance, you're not necessarily thinking about having rental reimbursement coverage. You're not even thinking about it because that's not happening. You're not necessarily thinking about how a $1,000 collision deductible or a $500 comprehensive deductible, or whether there's even a $0 glass deductible available. But when you have a loss, all those things come to mind. You're not thinking about towing and labor or roadside assistance, but when a loss occurs, it comes to mind. So it's one of those things where you really just need to kind of think of the scenarios that could happen to you. When I was driving to and from vacation, I had to drive through New York City.
Oh,
Wow.
that's always fun.
Good times. The amount of rear-ending in the when we're in slow traffic, I think people get bored and start playing on their phones, and then they see traffic move, and they start moving, and boom, they run into the person in front of them. I saw that at least a half a dozen times on the round trip. So, we always think about, well, it's not you, it's the other guy. Well, think about the other guy. Think about how the damage from the other guy could impact you on your auto. You're talking, these vehicles are so much value, the used market is just exploded in terms of value, but you're talking, there's vehicles out there that are $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 on the road, and you could be held liable for damage to those vehicles. Do you have enough coverage to protect you if that's the case? So property damage in Vermont, the minimum limits of liability in Vermont are 25,000 bodily injury per person, 50,000 bodily injury per accident, and I believe it's 10,000 for property damage, maybe 25. I'm still on vacation brain.
Yeah,
but that's not going to be enough if you were liable to damage to somebody else's vehicle. Now, when your insurance pays max amounts, so let's say you have $10,000 in property damage and you're the reason for an accident for a $100,000 car, the insurance company pays out the $10,000. Are you all done? That's a great question, right? Do you think you're all set? No, because the insurance companies could come back at you and say, look, you're liable still. Your insurance company only paid this amount, but you were liable for a lot more than that, so we better figure some stuff out. And that could be a huge out-of-pocket expense, a huge life-changing event for many people. So it's about really balancing the coverage. And the same holds true for your home. The same holds true for life insurance. Many people don't think about life insurance at all until they see mortality. We're all immortal for so many years, right? I think it was 37 years of age when I finally realized that I could die. And you know what I mean? So that's a little late in life to think about protecting your family, protecting your loved ones with life insurance. So it's about just having a balance and understanding. And the best part about my industry is that conversations are free. Conversations are free. That's why I come in every Wednesday. I encourage people to call if they have questions, but we can talk through options. We can talk through protecting your assets with the property and casualty policies, which would be home and auto. For businesses, it would be business owners policy, workers' compensation, commercial auto policies. We could talk about how to best protect your assets, but we can also talk about how to protect if things change and you need to protect your family through a death in the family, and not leaving your family in an exposed situation where maybe your income is no longer available, and now the family is kind of having to figure things out and how to keep going forward. So insurance really can be there, and bringing all this up in this roundabout, wacky way, just let people know that yes, a necessary evil, sure, we can think that, but we can make it not so evil. And I think that's just a good point to kind of throw out there this morning as we're a day late and belated celebration of National Insurance Awareness Day. So
what types of insurance, we don't have a whole lot of time left, but
Yep.
Can you give us a quick rundown of what types of insurance the Barrett Insurance Agency offers?
Sure. So, okay, here we go. Ready? I'll do a quick speed around. We have home, auto, farm. We have motorcycles, snowmobile, ATV, RVs, boats. We have business owners policies, commercial package policies, commercial auto policies, workers' compensation. We have bonds that we offer because many people in certain situations will need a bond. Car dealers need bonds. People who are assigned in probate courts need bonds. We have those available as well. We also have life insurance, dental insurance. So we do a lot. I've missed a bunch, but we were running out of time, and I don't want to bore the bejeebers out of your audience this morning any more than I already have.
They listen to me every day. They're used to it.
Par for the course, huh?
All right, Mike, so if somebody wants to reach out to you with any questions about any of that,
Yeah.
how do they do it?
It's easy. 748-5224. You can find us on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury, online, thebarrettagency.com, Google, Facebook, and YouTube. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency.
Well, thank you so much, Mike, and I'm glad you're back from your vacation. I
I'm
missed
not.
you last time.
I'm not glad.
Yeah, okay, next time I'm going with you. All right, Kicks 105.5, good morning.